What's up? Come on in. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank y'all for connecting with me. Come on in. Come on in. I am glad to be here today to share some information with y'all. This is your favorite coach, Coach Diamond D. So hit share because I won't be on here long. I say that all the time, but y'all already know I'm probably be on here forever. No, I'm just playing. Go on and hit share. Somebody needs to hear this. Tonight we're going to talk about learning, like for real. Learning, learning, learning. The truth about learning. Let's talk about the truth about learning because it's powerful. The truth about learning, understanding some things. Yes, yes, the truth about learning. Sometimes I label them and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I put my titles up there and sometimes I don't, but it doesn't matter. Just come on and hit connect. Come on in and hit connect, connect, connect. I'm just glad to be able to share some authentic information with y'all so that y'all can grow and become a better version of y'all self. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So I'm excited to share this information. So come on in, hit share, tell somebody that your coach is live. She is live. Pulling up my notes right now because this one right here is going to be resilient. This is going to be very, very resilient. I'm sitting here creating something for y'all right now as well that I'm going to be coaching next week. And I cannot wait. From fear to freedom, manifesting a peaceful and confident life to move forward. Y'all know I talk about this stuff because this is what I do. I have to do it um, for myself before I can even come coach it. And so this is why I'm excited to be able to share this information with y'all because either I already done lived it or either I'm going through it or I'm coaching it. I don't coach a thing if I have not wore the outfit yet, if that makes sense. I don't share, you know, I don't share, but I'm here to tell y'all this is gonna be some good stuff coming up soon because I prepare for months ahead when I go on my coaching journey throughout my growth day program. I pick out three and I don't move on to the next one until I conquer the first set that I've already started. And that's the fun part about it. The month of March was very hard for me, but guess what? It's over with, done. It's behind me. It's time to move forward. Everybody in my family birthday was in March, and it was just a tough month. It was just a tough month for me personally, because it's so much you want to do, share, say, see, and it ain't enough time. It ain't enough time in a day. And this is why I tell people it's time to get out your own way and start living right now. Living your authentic life because it's important to step forward and focus on where you want to go, not where you been. When you decide to let go of your past life, let go of the people that hurt you, let go of the people that talked about you, disrespected you, look at you sideways or whatever. Listen, when you let go of those folks, then you'll be able to do a thing with moving forward to become a better version of yourself. But till then, you're gonna stay right there. You're gonna stay right there, right where you at, and it's not fun waddling in your own mess mentally. And so this is why I encourage you to really, look at your future. Like look in front of you, not what happened behind you and what everybody else is doing. Look at what you are doing and what you want to do and how you want to do it, and then take action. And so I had to say that to my own self many, many years ago because, I wasn't a complainer, but I spoke on a lot of things. And when I spoke up on a lot of things, a lot of people had issues with me speaking up on a lot of things because I spoke the truth on what I saw. And if it was not, if you wasn't living up to who you said you was, I called you out. And I'm the same way. Call me out if I'm not living up to my expectations of what I expect to be or live up to. Notice I didn't say live like right now. No. And I never forget that day when that person said to my face that it was hilarious. You live above your means. What does that mean? God don't want me to live in my means. So I'm not going to stay right there and I'm not going to stay still. So this is the part where people don't understand is that learning is a thing when you decide to go and get out your way. Learning is a true thing. Learning is a powerful thing. So we're going to learn tonight the truth about learning. Because when you learn the truth about learning, you'll start really saying, okay, I think I'm ready to learn something. You got to go through it to get to it. What does that mean, Coach Diamond? It means that you got to learn something to grow into something or to become something, right? Right. And so that's why we got to understand that the truth about learning is important, because when it comes to your successful life, Coach Brendan teaches us that success isn't about talent. It's about how you strategize things to become disciplined on what it is that you want to do and where you want to go, and with learning new things. So this is why I am so firm about, if it cuts into my time of doing some things for my better self, I'm gonna say no quick. But if it's some things that's for my youth or for my children or for anybody that I work with or whatnot, guess what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll try to make some things shake or happen or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's all about being disciplined in what it is that you are becoming or creating or wanting to do more of. And with me having a big, beautiful vision for our future beings out here, it's all about really focusing on, what's next, what's next, what's next. You don't stay still. And so on my journey, I began at discovering my authentic self. I had to unleash all of my flaws, all of my ugliness, all of my, you know the things that didn't just sit well with me. I had to get out my way of living the wrong way and living with individuals that didn't mean me no good. I really had to, see other people for who they were in my life, as of like who they were, like right then and there, of what they did, their action. And I'm glad I did, because that opened my door to understanding with how to go about my future self, trusting other individuals, if that makes sense to you. I hope it do, y'all. But I'm gonna drink me some water right now. Got my throat dry. Gotta quench my thirst. Drinking that whole big old jug. Whew. Now, I hope it didn't mess up my lipstick, but if it did, it's okay. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. We're gonna talk about the truth about learning, so you can become a better version of yourself. And I'm gonna jump right in it in a few minutes. Trying to give a lot of more people a few minutes to get in. It's 11, 8:11. I'm gonna start coaching you guys at 8:15, letting you know where I'm coming from with learning how to strategize and put those things in play for you to become more disciplined when it comes to your learning. What is it that you want to learn? What do you want to do? Write it down on a piece of paper. If you take notes, take notes. If you journal, journal. As I talk, I'm a journalist. And what I mean by that is I love to write. I love, like, when I'm in courses or when I'm in classes, or if I'm in church or whatever, you will see me over there just writing away. I be writing, and I put the words in whatever that's being taught to me at that moment. I write it down and I make it make sense to me. All right. And so if you ever get my notebook and you see that notebook, you be like, what in the world is she writing? It's pretty much how I comprehend things. Everybody learns different. That's the unique ability of everybody. And so this is why I'm excited about what's coming next, because it's going to be beautiful. When you learn a thing about your uniqueness, then, hey, you'll get out your own way. Just know that much. So it's time to learn a thing, y'all. It's time to learn a thing. It's time to learn a thing and do what you love to do, because that's what it's about. So, yeah, come on in. Come on in. That's what it's about. Yes. Y'all know I talk with slang, so I ain't even want to sugarcoat it. The truth about learning a thing, because that's what I say. Ain't a thing, okay, yeah, that's fine too, but I'm a truth, the truth about learning a thing or two. And some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today, they don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach us how to value ourselves. They don't teach us how to respect ourselves in school. They just, teach these kids a lesson and tell you, bye. So this is where I come and play it, and I'm very very excited about sharing this information. Those that don't know me, my favorite thing to coach is mindset and behavior. I love to hear people talk. I love to hear people, share their thoughts or whatever, and that helps me see where their mind is as a person. And I've always been like that. I used to get a whooping or popped in my mouth when I would say or speak up. Well, I ain't gonna say a whooping. I got popped in my mouth a couple of times, when I was younger for speaking up in the wrong, or saying some things that I had no business saying, but I was taken up for either whoever that moment was that person was talking about, or I spoke on it. I would tell my mom and dad straight up, if like for real, if it didn't sit right, it just didn't sit right. I got in trouble, but they taught me how to say it and not what to say. And that's what I appreciate about those two. Sincerely and thankful and grateful that they still alive. Even even when they, um, communicate with me on their time. And I don't care who heard that and go back and tell them I said it, but who cares? Because at the end of the day, that's my mom and dad, my mom and my daddy, and they know I love them, and there ain't nothing else they can do about it besides love me back. All right. Um, Yes, we about to jump right in. It's 8:15. I told y'all I was gonna start coaching you guys and give y'all the introduction, which I've already did. Good evening. It is 8:15 p.m. I am your certified master life coach, RBT, registered behavior tech coach Diamond D, and I love what I do. What is it that I do? I help you shift your fixed mindset to a growth mindset to become a better version of yourself and do a thing. Do something with your life so that you can become that future best self of who you wanting to become and where you want to go. But first and foremost, I give honor to God, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here to be able to still do this. And if it wasn't for that police officer I hit head on, I wouldn't I wouldn't be here either. And I laugh at that because, like, sincerely, that's when I got shook to wake up, to realize that your life is more than what you are giving yourself. And when I recognized that, this is when I said I had to get out my own way and just, go figure things out, Diamond. Go love on you. You love on everybody else, but now it's time to love on you. And so my first opportunity was to go um, coach with, well, I basically had to speak with Sister Irish Cannon event on self-care when I first started, because that's a powerful, powerful subject. That's a topic that a lot of us are afraid to step into. But I'm telling y'all, if you connect with me, I have worksheets, I have activities, I have all kinds of things that can take you through some steps to help you take your power back within you, so that you can start taking care of yourself. And that's the true way of beginning on your journey, with identifying what is it that you're missing in your own life. If you're not self-caring for yourself, then you hurting yourself. You got to self-care for you before you can self-care for anybody else. And so I'm going to talk to y'all briefly tonight about the truth about learning, because that's truly where it starts, is learning how to self-care for yourself, learning who you authentically are, and learning where you want to go and why you want to go do a thing. And once you do all of that, you can conquer with becoming a authentic life coach or authentic uh, entrepreneur or leader, speaker, teacher, whatever it is that you want to do. And so when it comes to becoming a coach, a life coach, or a speaker in Growth Day, where I am working my tail off to become a better version of myself, with growing in my coaching area. Um, our goal is to become an authentic performance coach. And what does that look like? That means I can coach in all areas. I can coach leaders. I can coach, speakers. I can coach high performers that are really wanting to go, higher, and, step out my comfort zone to really speak to somebody. And when I got in that growth group, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. You telling me I can coach somebody that's without my degree, without this? And they was like, yeah, all you got to do is learn the thing. Are you serious? Okay, no problem. So I went and got certified. That's all it took. So when you decide to get out your own way, I got the link. I got this. I got the information. Connect with me. I can walk you through the steps. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you want to do, let's get started. All right. All right. Let's jump right into this. Whew. Y'all don't get old. I'm just playing. You don't get old, but you close. Authentic high performance comes from growth. All right. High performance, whether that's your life, whether that's you growing into, whatever it is that you want to do as a leader, or whatever it is that you are wanting to conquer in life, no matter what. Authentic high performance grow digitally if you let it. The approach is authentic. All right. When I learned how to go about things on my journey, there was no more excuses. Success comes with when you lock in, when you really lock into what it is that you want to do. What do you need to do? You got to lock in, lock into whatever it is that you want to do. Why? Because when you lock in, nothing can stop what God has already ordained for you. And that's the part that I am super excited about, y'all, because my vision is so big. It's beautiful. The things that I see ahead of me, the things that I hear, the things that I just know it's bigger than me. And so when I make these connections, when I go on my journey, when I went on my healing journey and to do a thing, it was all about getting out my own way, y'all, just to conquer something. I had set goals to be finished with college before my son graduated. Well, fortunately, I had to pay for that stuff out of my pocket. So guess what? Mm, I got 5 classes left. Will I get those 5 classes soon? Yes, I will. To have my my full bachelor's in psychology. So my background has been psychology all my life. Mindset, behavior, mindset, social skills, mindset, communication, mindset, anything mindset. Call Coach Diamond. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. And so when I found out that I was going through some things myself to overcome some things, I had to go really discover my purpose and get into the coaching field to identify my purpose. So I had to, like, for real, go find out who I was. I had to go through the personality uh, mindset test. I had to go through the attitude test. I had to check my confidence level. I had to do all of those things. But guess what? It was okay with me because I was self-checking myself. How many of y'all often self-check yourself when you feel, or you not being who you authentically can be, because you so judgmental right now, mentally or emotionally, based off people aren't seeing you, hearing you, or respecting you. I once was like that. I got in my own way. And so when I admitted to learning how to process of not worrying about what these people was worried about on this other end, y'all, that's when I locked into what it is that I wanted to do in life and understood how to discover me in life. There's 2 of you on the inside of you. All right. There's the one that was taught a thing all your life. You got to crawl before you walk, right? Who taught you how to crawl? That's your childhood conditioning. That's your childhood influences. So when you go through those life changing experiences, this is where you have to sit back and say, who taught me this? But is this my BS system, my belief system, or is this theirs, that these people put these things on me, or these layers on me, or these names on me, or this or whatever? You know, you got to ask yourself that question. All right. So, in order for you to become more of who you're becoming in the truth about your own self learning journey, you got to unfold some things for real. All right. You got to really unfold some things. And something for your future best self to unlock today is start by really, either if you don't journal on April 1st, let April 1st today be your first day of writing things down, writing the questions out for your own best self. And I'll even share one of the growth prompts that we had to answer today in our own reflection group is, what is one skill or topic that you want to learn more about, and how could it impact your life? And mine was literally, speaking. I want to learn more about speaking. That's a skill. Because you got some speakers out there that can speak but hurt people's feelings, and then they hit bloop. I don't want to hear that. Or you got some speakers out there that can speak and help individuals really see the light within themselves so that they can become a better version of themselves, or unlock some cobwebs or whatnot on themselves. Jade, you better come in. So this is where you start looking at what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. And it starts with you, like today, for real, for your future best self. Not for today, not for tomorrow, but for your future best self. And that's what it's about. Okay. That is truly what it's about, for you to start today for your future best self. When we sit back and take discipline approaches to learning, you have to keep a calendar. Do you keep a calendar? Do you keep a notebook? Do you keep things to help you grow? Or you watch some things randomly and just feel like, okay, I have already did it. I did this, 15, 20 minutes a day. No, there's a difference with you learning how to do a thing when you do a thing. Okay. And so when you decide to get out your own way to make those things happen, let me tell you something. That's when success unfolds. So you got to really look at, turn that light back on, Jay. You have to really look at what it is that you want to learn. It takes more than 15 minutes to conquer a skill. You got to practice that thing over and over. So in order for you to hit those achievements versus the casual way of learning, there's some things that you got to really start going through. All right. And you got to go through the discipline trials of learning something 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Learn it, process it, learn it, process it, coach it, learn it, process it, coach it, learn it. And so when you do all of that, it unfolds for you better. You can't just learn something one day and think it's going to stick to your mind. It doesn't work that way. And I tell my students that I work with often that when you're learning something, write down what it is asking you what to do. What is it asking you to do? Is it asking you to do a thing? Is it asking you to just read a thing? What is the action plan that is asking you? So you got to learn how to do things more than once. Okay. I do about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before I hit go. For real. And I'm not kidding. I really do. And it's fun because guess what? You learn how to deliver better when you do it over and over and over. All right. All right. But that's not just part of the discipline part. That's just part of you conquering something so that you can become a better version of yourself, or become, the mastery of that skill that you're trying to master. All right. It's more than consistency. Consistency is the key of conquering something, but it's more than consistency when you're trying to do something. All right. More than it. And the consistency gives you feedback so that you can get more discipline if you know, aren't doing a thing to continue to grow and become more, or to continue to launch something if you are trying to grow or do a thing. And this is where you got to ask yourself, if I want something to grow, how often do I need to connect with the leaders that's in that group? How often do I need to connect with the people that's going to help me grow and become a better version or help me grow and become more of in our own group, especially if you lead in a social group or anything like that, or you're the leader over something. You got a consistency becomes a habit. It's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I be looking for them folk that just want to learn a thing just about all day long. Because if it's up to me, oh, I'll coach you all day, but I'm going to send you my Cash App link. I'm going to send it to you. So be prepared. Be prepared. I'm going to send you that link. Just be prepared. Real talk, for real. Thank you for whoever's watching me. Drop a comment in here if you already have taken away some nuggets that could help you, and drop what it is that you think that you're going to take away, or what you think you need to learn from me sharing what I'm sharing, or what you expect to learn. Yeah, what you know, in the comments, if you don't mind. That's really gonna uh, help me grow even more. I don't mind constructive criticism. I don't mind feedback back with you helping me to become a better version of myself when it comes to me speaking to you guys about this information. You know, free knowledge is the best knowledge. So when it's coming to you like this, get out your own way and make these connections and listen to a thing. Maybe you heard it before, but Coach Diamond teaches it or coaches it different, you know, and that's a good thing. And so if that's a good thing to you, let me know if I'm helping you or I'm not helping you, or what is it that you want more of. Okay. So let's jump back to this. We're just talking about discipline and consistency when it comes to the truth about learning. All right. The truth about learning, when you have to um, um, go through some things to get what it is that you're trying to build, grow, or become more of, it looks like you're prioritizing, you know, for either that moment right now, or for your future best self, or for your future kids, or whatever. All right. Learning some things at your pace and your progress will help you um with whatever it is that you are wanting to learn. Don't rush a thing. If it's not meant for you to gain immediately, don't rush to gain some information, because I'm gonna tell you something. I've went through it. You're gonna mess it up, or you're gonna get on there and speak about some things that you did ain't even right, and then you're gonna feel like, okay, I just let myself down, or I let other people down, and then you quit. We ain't trying to do all of that. What we are trying to do is learning the truth about some things so that you can release the authentication of yourself, so that you can become a better version of yourself. Again, discipline, and consistency. Okay. And then prioritize the discipline, prioritize the consistency. All right. Because it's important that you do that. It looks like your prioritization and discipline of learning your pace, your progress is like your life is directly related to whatever it is that you're doing. I live and breathe life coaching. Why? Because it teaches me first and foremost. I can't teach something if I'm not wearing it, right? Right. So I can look at my own life and explain who I am and how I want to become, because I'm doing a thing. All right. So even with a person, if you are growing into whatever you're growing in, I should be able to look into you to see what it is that you're doing, or why you're doing it, or how you're doing it, by your discipline, by your consistency, and most definitely by your pace and progress of what it is that you're doing. And why do I say this? Go back and look at all my videos from 2021 to today. Well, I launched it 2022. I started talking on live. Just went straight live, did a podcast, everything. If you want to listen to the podcast, go to Open Hearts Foundation Coaching, not Open Hearts, but Open Hearts with Diamond D podcast. It's on there. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple, and all the other apps. I don't know all the names of them, but I'm on there. Okay. And that's what I did. I would just launch it and then just kept moving. Listen, I really don't even go back and look and edit my videos, y'all. I just put them out there because I want you guys to see the authentication within me. I can't coach being real if I'm not going to be real. Right? Right. And it ain't acting. This is what you get. This is huh. I might put some lipstick on and dress up and make it real for you, but this is what you're gonna get. This it. This it. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. This is what you get. And my motto is don't never ask me something if you don't want to know the truth. And if I don't know the truth, I'm gonna go find the truth. I stand on it. I stand on it. Signed, sealed, delivered, stamp. Okay. So when you are going through some things, you should see discipline, consistency. Um, you should see how you are prioritizing, your learning. You should see that this is why it's important to keep a calendar. This is why it's important to write some things down and align how you're learning your stuff, how you want to go and process these things so that you can share how you want to share. Y'all, I write my topics in my tablet. I type it on my tablet or either I put it in my calendar book. And I got about 4 calendars. So if I misplace one, I'm going to find another one. This is how I'm keeping track of my stuff. Because, yeah, I was a bobblehead. I am. Okay? So it's okay if you're gonna lose some things. You're going to forget. You're going to, not, you say you're going live, but you forget to go live. You're going to do that. But what makes you become better and better, better and better at learning a thing in life is just doing it. Stay consistent at what it is that you want to do and just keep doing it. I don't care how tired you get. Just get your self-care prioritize, but then just take action with what you want to do, whether it's sharing the gospel, whether it's teaching kids, whether it's helping the youth, whether it's preaching to Facebook, whether it's talking on a app or podcast or whatever it is. Do it. But the first step for me to get started was me walking 6 miles a day and having a conversation with the air, God. So I always know nobody's perfect. But when it comes to you doing a thing, you can do this. You can do it. Just prioritize it, set them discipline, boundaries for your learning, and pace yourself. All right. Progress speaks power. So the truth about learning is you prioritizing your disciplinary actions for you to grow and to become a better version of yourself. All right. So make that happen for you. Make it happen for you. Can't nobody do it for you. You got to make it happen for yourself. And that's a beautiful thing when you do. Okay. So again, wear it. Let's see it on you. I can look at anyone's life at this moment and explain their life because their parents or their parents set up or the context of how people um, deliver things on based off of their discipline or they're not. How people can share some things on how they develop in their behavior or their mindset. What does that look like, Coach Diamond? It looks like where a person can really speak some things, yet when they speak it, they haven't overcame what they're trying to say that they want to go and get or do or see or grow into. You got to test the waters before you actually say, this is what you want. You do. You got to go through it to get to it, y'all. I die saying it. You got to wear it before you produce it. I mean, for real. I wore all my wounds. I wore every one of my wounds. I didn't trust the thing. I didn't believe a person. Loyalty. I thought, love was supposed to be like, I didn't know back then. But now that I know what love is, love within God, man, get out of here. Ooh, It's a different feeling. And so when you identify that you want to feel a certain way within who you are becoming, y'all, it's all about learning a thing, because what we learn from our caregivers, that's not you. They only gave us what they knew how to give us. They only taught us what they knew what to teach us. Okay? All right. So when you going through some transformations, understand that your relationships, you didn't love, um you wasn't born to just completely love into what it is that you are dating or what it is that you're becoming or anything like that. You were taught how to love. You were taught how to respect. You were taught how to communicate with people in certain situations, or just you were just taught a thing, period. And so now this is where we have to be careful what we teach our own kids, our own self, modeling behavior, all of that stuff. Because let me tell you something, a child gonna mark everything that he'll see or see you do, because this is what kind of world we're living in. If if mama wore them Daisy Dukes, that daughter gonna wear them Daisy Dukes. If mama smoke weed at an early age, them children gonna smoke weed at an early age, because mama thought it was okay. Then guess what? If mama thought it was okay, she's gonna let the children do it and think it's okay. That's not a cool thing to do. We're leading our kids to destruction if we're not putting discipline or putting prioritizing real authentic values and rules into our kids. All right. Mine will come home in a minute and say, well, I want to go do this, I'm gonna go do that. Just call Mikey, Joe, Tom, whoever did it. No, you ain't finna go do all that just because they going. No. And I constantly tell people to this day, when it comes to me, when I connect with your children, my goal is to implement leadership in your child, leadership in you, leadership in whatever it is. Everybody's not equipped to become a leader, but they can. They're not there to become that leader, but you can. All it takes is development, consistency, discipline. But a lot of people don't want to wear those. They don't want to wear those titles or those callings or the whatever. Let me say, that's just a word. It's a word. Teach your kids leadership skills today. Teach yourself leadership skills today. Don't just learn just a bit. Learn all of it. How can you conquer a thing? Start thinking that way. How can you like, I mean, some people tell me I over deliver. Good. That means you catching on. That means you catching on. So, but I love feedback so that I can really continue to grow or either shift it into a little higher. I'm not going lower. I'm going higher. All right. And you got to believe when you say that. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your kids. Speak life over, where you're going. Call it, claim it, speak it now. Because what God already has for you, it's there. You just got to go get it. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. All right. So again, remember, you wasn't born with all the tools or skills or learning abilities that you already have. Those things were taught to you. They were implemented in you. I never forget when I was helping some kids with learning how to, like, literally take a test. I would tell them, read the answer first, because the answer is in the question. Questions in the answer. Read it. Read it backwards. Read it 3, 4 times. And when you read it, it pops right out to your face. But you got to read it. And take your time at when you're doing a thing. Even role modeling for your kids. Your kids is a model learner. You should be a model learner. And I say that because that's what we are here for, to learn a thing. We're not here to just say, okay, well, I got to process this. I got to process that. No, learn something. How do you learn, Coach Diamond? Take your time and start from the top, prioritize it, set the discipline, um, boundaries around it. How do you need to learn it? In order for me to conquer something, I had to go read a book first. Read that book. In order for you to learn that Bible, what you got to do? Read that Bible, right? And so, um, I'm serious. Prioritize your time to start learning um how you learn so you can process some things. All right. Back to letting you know that your kids is a model learner. When we know that our kids are model learners, they are the source to your future best skill set. Why? Because it starts in the house. Practice, practice, practice. Your kids is a model learner. You learn how to love. Your level of love in life with your partner is taught. Your spouse, your kids, everything that is a model of learning. You learned how to love, taught you. It teaches you a thing. All right. You didn't understand the learning process, what's happening, but it teaches you a thing. All right. And this is why I can tell you why I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I didn't know how to love. This is why I can tell you why I didn't know how to prioritize in the beginning my finances. Oh, I was gonna go shopping. I'm gonna spend give me $1,000. It's gonna last me 3 days. Probably one. It went just like that. It don't go like that no more. My mind had to get right because I had to get right. I had to get right. But that's you learn when you learn something, you have to learn it to develop how to process it and how to deliver it. Okay. And so this is why learning is a process. And when you take your time and learning some stuff, key number one for your own self-care, your own self-growth in learning is be patient with yourself. Be patient, be kind, be loving to you first so you can give that type of coaching or deliverance back out. Y'all, I had to love me first in order for me to love my husband. When he first said, Diamond, just let me love you. Well, you gotta wait. I gotta love me first. And we went through the process of counseling. We went through the process of marriage therapy, all that stuff. We went through all of that. But in order for me to get to a level of receiving him mentally and emotionally, because of the trauma that I've worn with everything I've dated in life, guess what? I had to process the thing of how to love all over again. So I had to love me. God allowed me to love me again to be able to love you and love what I do and anybody out there. So you got to be first patient with yourself when you are going through the learning process. All right. Because you don't know what's happening to you. Everything in life happens. I'm a true believer, happens for a reason. And this is what we fail to do in our own household, our own school, is to teach in our own schooling with our kids, is to teach this stuff. This is what we fail to do in our school. We're supposed to we're supposed to teach learning. We fail to teach kids um, what they need to know prior to what they are doing. What they need to know to become their future best self. All right. Teach them how to become who they are. Teach them, their status. We teach them everything else. We teach them the Martin Luther King speech. We teach them the Statue of Liberty speech. We teach them, how to process that math stuff. We teach them, Harry Potter and all that other stuff in school, pyramids, all of that stuff. We can teach all that stuff in school. Why can't we teach them the authentication of who they are and the authentication of how to learn a thing and to become better learners mentally and emotionally? This is why it's important. Teach people how to teach people how to love, coach. Because I'm telling you, you get in a relationship, sometimes you got to teach people how to love you. Because your first 6 to 9 months, you're going to get disrespected. Because that's what they thought they could do to you prior to where you are now. No, you got to shut that door. You got to teach people how to love, respect, honor, cherish you. Set them boundaries in play. Set the values, set the morals, set the boundaries. Who are you authentically to be able to learn a thing for your future best self? Ask yourself that question. All right. That's some powerful learning, powerful words, powerful, powerful things. All right. Again, we teach our kids everything of what they are learning and processing right then and there, but we don't teach them how to become their future best self. And this is what's important. It's time to teach them how to become their future best self, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all the above. All right. Because kids are inventors. Y'all didn't know that? Kids are inventors right now. They can create something out of nothing. And that's the beautiful part that I love, because they have a vision already and they share their vision with us. And when we are so stuck on they don't know a thing, that's a story. You hurt yourself if you can't learn from a little bitty person, because that's who teaches that's our future. Is what's teaching us now. So learn a thing or two on how to process the truth of learning, discipline, consistency, patience with yourself. Prioritize those things. All right. And open your eyes to reality to start teaching a thing so that these individuals can sincerely see the growth in you and on you. I'm serious because I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And it's just me getting out my own way, helping people discover their authentic self. You can't tell me who you are on the stage of life today. We got to work on that, because people don't think this, who am I on the stage of life today? I'm a mother. I'm a child of God. I'm a wife. I'm a sister. I'm a mentor. I'm an RBT. I'm a life coach. I mean, come on. What do those things stand for? It stands for me helping people, serving people, connecting with people, doing the thing that I love to do. That's what it's about. Do what you love to do and make it happen. But knowing that these kids are inventors, this is the part that we got to get out our own way and really help enforce how we connect with our children in all four human needs of life: mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Mental health is real, y'all. But people think it's just mental health with people with disabilities. No, some of them kids are the smartest kids on the planet of Earth. But when it comes to mental health is real. Don't deny it. Don't push it aside. We got to learn a thing to be a source in that area in life. But you have some strong people out here that are really push those things aside when that's not on their prioritized list. So this is why it's important to start learning the truth of learning so that you are able to process some things, to get out your own way and start helping individuals become better versions of themselves in any type of era in their life. All right. So when you take that in consideration, move gently forward on the fact that knowing that we don't teach these things in school, and you didn't learn these things in school either. So how can you start being the inventor of your own life to make things come alive of whatever it is that you want to do? Ask yourself that question. How can I be the inventor of my life? Ooh, that's a powerful question. Get started. So you got to see it when um, you are ready to start a thing and move gently forward into becoming a better version of you. All right. Right. And so when we are teaching a thing, we have to also realize that you're actually learning to become who you are based on um the people around you or the kids in your children's class, because when you decide to learn more um, on who you're becoming, you gain more feedback. Because I'm telling y'all, people gonna say stuff about you. They're gonna say stuff to you. They're gonna tell you you're living above your means, or you doing this and that. Pay that mess no attention. Assumptions kill. They hurt. They kill and they hurt. Let it, whatever they assume you are doing, let them assume. But you don't have to fall in their puddle when you know where you're going with what you're coaching, all right, or why you're coaching it. So don't sit there and let these people make you feel uncomfortable just because you're doing a thing. Because again, assumptions kill, y'all. They'll tear you up. If I assume to think about the things that people think about me on, I wouldn't do a thing. So you can't worry about what people think or say or what you do or whatnot. You just got to stay steadfast and get up and go do a thing and make it happen. All right. The truth of learning something, again, you got to stay disciplined. You got to stay consistent, and you got to stay steadfast, focused, and prioritize what it is that you want, and really put it in play, make it happen. Okay, make it happen. Make it happen for you. Make it happen for the kids. Make it happen for your whatever your organization, your foundation, whatever you have. Make it happen. All right. So again, remember, they don't coach this stuff in school. They don't teach this stuff in school. Teach your children how to process learning, how to process it, and then let them take action of doing whatever it is that they want to do into becoming who they're becoming. All right. We are the ones through a learning process. Like, we are the ones to take people through the learning process in a certain field. We are the ones that put that pressure on ourselves to really focus on what it is that we're wanting to learn. And that's okay. Don't put the pressure on you. Put the disciplinary actions on you that you're going to be so discipline to learn a thing, you're going to conquer it when time is unfolding as you are learning it. All right. I'm learning that there's a pattern in everything we do. Did y'all know that? There's a pattern in everything that you do in life. Everything. There's a pattern in everything that you do in life. And I'm learning when, you know, when I was in school, basically, Jay, come in the house. Because that door keep opening. Thank you. I'm learning when I was in school, that people would pick on you if you didn't have a lot of things that were name brand or in style, or because I ain't wearing nothing but blue jeans and a t-shirt. My tennis shoe probably Nikes or Reeboks or K-Swiss or whatever. But people would pick at you. Our kids face that today. They face bullying today, which is a problem, y'all. But we don't speak on it because all because we feel like we think our kids are not being honest. But when your child come home and tell you, Mom, somebody's bullying me, take that stuff in consideration, because that stuff grow with them. They're not telling you for no reason. They're telling you for a reason. All right. And so when you learn when you are learning a thing or whatever, there's patterns in everything that you actually do. When you got hurt, what they tell you, hurt people, right? I mean, I'm sure you don't hurt somebody too. So I have. I mean, it's natural when you are hurt. That's why it's important to heal. Patterns come around people, y'all. Patterns are unsafe, y'all. Patterns are not healthy, y'all. You got to unlock those patterns for real. All right. Unlock those patterns and check on your habits. Learning takes patience to process some things. All right. It does. It really does. Excuse me. So really focus on a thing of what you want to learn and take action on learning what it is that you want to learn. Teach your kids the same steps you take. All right. And that's all really life coaching is, y'all. You learn a thing, you process it, you put it on your life, you wear it and go do it. That's it. That's it. And so now I'm on stage 4, which is my spiritual journey. And oh my goodness, it's powerful. And so the rest of my life, I commit myself to live for kingdom. And I commit myself to really do a thing with learning how to contribute that with sharing my authentic stories, sharing and making connections with beautiful people, and growing into who God has called me to become. And when you learn a thing with that, let me tell y'all something. When you learn a thing from the input of what you're putting into yourself, and you turn around and give yourself that feedback, or you coach a thing and then somebody gives you feedback from how you coaching it, or how you can, contribute to this world with doing what you're doing. Take that as a compliment, y'all, because that's when you start seeing life um more in a beautiful, resilient way. All right, that's when you start really seeing a bigger vision for yourself, for your future self, best self. All right. So always remain humble, always remain real, always remain authentic in everything you do. And I'm telling y'all, God's going to unfold some things for you because I'm a living witness. I've seen it, I've processed it. I've did a thing. So y'all make this happen for y'all right now today to become a better version of yourself and to learn the truth of learning how to process the better version of yourself and take that stuff higher. Take it higher. Okay? Take it higher. It is 9 o'clock. I have hit my mark. I've actually coached an hour. Let's go. And let me tell y'all something. That's a goal for me to kind of keep going and staying on the topic for me. So if I did a thing for y'all tonight, let me know how I did. Give me some feedback. If this hits home to you, let me know. Connect with me and let's talk about what it is that I need to work on to become a better coach, to help coach you or your children or whoever. Listen, if you're looking for a life coach, if your children are looking for a life coach, you're looking for a family life coach, connect with Coach Diamond. I'm here to help serve your home, serve you, serve your kids, serve whatever I can do to help a person or a situation. This is what I do, y'all. I connect with you so that you can get out your own way, shift, prioritize some things to help yourself take your power back. I'm gonna share this activity with y'all and then we're out of here. It says most of us are operating on low power levels. Why? Because we give our power away. How? By allowing other people's actions and beliefs affect our own, and by directing our energy and attention toward negative things or toward other people. Your ability to live in alignment with your purpose will be amplified by taking your power back. So, if you were doing this activity with me, I would ask you to answer the questions that I ask you and evaluate how much power you give away each and every day of your life, and then take that power back. Who or what do you got to ask yourself, who or what do I blame for any negative situations? And then you ask yourself, in what way do I feel pressure to achieve or to please? So then you identify the percentile. The percentage of your energy goes to what? Pleasing family, pleasing others, being pessimistic, thinking about resentment, negative self judgment, regrets over failures, controlling others or experiences, worrying, I can't even say it, worrying, or, you know, being your authentic self. So the key goal is to make sure it adds up to 100%. So you're putting points in those blocks to add up to that percentile. So pleasing my family, 0%. What percentile of my energy goes to Pleasing my family. My family gonna love me because that's all I got. Pleasing others, 0%. Being pessimistic, 0%. Thinking about resentment, 0%. Negative self-judgment, 0%. Regrets over failures. Mm, I give myself a 5. Controlling others or experiences, 0%, because I can't control what other people do, but I can control how I maneuver in their life. I know how to move gently out these 4 ways that don't mean me no good no more. I'm serious. So once you identify that, and if it adds up to 100%, you take your power back. You cannot change the past or live for others. Free yourself, and you'll be amazed how much you can create in your own personal life. I love y'all, beautiful people. Thank y'all for connecting. Listen, if you are ready to speak on my podcast, if you have did a thing, overcame some things, and you are ready to share your authentic story, inbox me, DM me, and share, Coach Diamond, I'm ready, and give me that date that you think you're ready to do it. On a Monday for the month of April, I have the last two, as of right now, the last 2 Mondays open. So let's talk and let's grow, excuse me, gently into becoming a better version of ourselves. I'm getting sleepy. I love y'all, beautiful people. Stay connected. Let's talk and let's grow gently. Peace.